What's poppin', guys? And today we have a package from XCuber. So if you probably haven't known, XCuber is basically Chris Tran of the Philippines. So let's get into the package. So right now we have two cubes, the Gan SM and the MF3RS2M. Both are Boron-treated. So first, let's get on to the Gan SM. So I've had this with me since last year, for almost a year now, and I'm excited how this will perform. So as you can see inside, there is the code of Boron treating, and this also has been set up with XCuber's lubes. So anyways, let's get into first turns. Oh wow. This is actually really soft. Oh my goodness. Definitely super gummy out of the box. And there's also a bit of this lubey feeling. So let's give it a scramble. So far the cube is kind of gummy-ish slow, but again it feels super soft. As you can hear, the turning is very subtle and quiet, though a bit clacky, sort of that just Boron-treated scratchy feel. So anyways, let's have this solved. Corner cutting is actually much improved, although there's some certain flop that this cube is having right now. And as I'm turning the cube, it's starting to speed up a little bit, and my hands are also getting lubey once again as well. So overall, the plastic has softened really a lot more compared to without the Boron treatment, and I'm really surprised how good this feels with the Boron treatment and the setup. So the magnets still feel quite subtle. This cube is definitely one of the softest cubes I've ever tried. Well, knowing that the SM is a really soft cube, plus the Boron treatment and the lube that's been put into it, it's very generous. It makes the cube really soft and really smooth, much smoother than before Boron treatment. And I'm really liking this so far, except for the part where lube is literally seeping out of every piece. Now the cube only looks gray inside as the inner pieces have been treated, since most modern Gan cubes, including this SM, have a cap design. You can see from the super slow turning, this is really soft. Still carries that SM feel, but it really is much nicer in terms of sound and feeling, though the speed can be improved a little bit from breaking in. The turning reminds me how people would describe Cosmic cubes would be from Speed Cube Shop, being very slow and gummy out of the box, requiring a lot of break-in. And this Boron-treated SM from XCuber also needs a lot of break-in, but I'm sure this cube has a lot of potential. I've got high hopes for it. Although this is not my main, especially since it's stickered. But let's give it another solve. Really amazing. And to be honest, I'm very speechless how XCuber was able to make this SM really good with this Boron treatment. So enough with the SM for now. Now let's get into the MF3RS2M. Now this cube is my backup main, and I really want to see how this performs as well with the Boron treatment and setup. Alright, the cube feels slightly looby as well. So we'll have this wiped down first. Alright, it's much more nicely cleaned. And wow, the treatment really extends up to there. So anyways, let's get into first turns. Oh my goodness. Definitely very gummy as well out of the box. Definitely will also need a lot of break-in. But it feels really super smooth. Corner cutting is as usual. Probably a little bit better from the smoothness. The cube is much controllable. A bit more slow. But again, to be fair, it's just out of the box. Okay, surprisingly, we've had a pop on this. But now gives us time to look at the pieces. So you can see the Boron treating makes the plastic look much whiter. And my hands are definitely getting looby again. Okay, we'll have to get this cleaned for now. So far, the RS2 is starting to speed up a little bit. But still feels super gummy and super soft. Not to mention quite loose. So that's why we had the pop just a while ago. But I'm really surprised how good Boron treating makes these two cubes perform. Sometimes you feel like you can't stop turning these cubes. I definitely have to mess with the tensions maybe a little bit to have it a bit more tighter, as this cube feels like it could pop any moment. Yeah, but that's just a sub thing. But otherwise, the Boron treating makes this cube super amazing. Like, you really can't believe how smooth these cubes are. You've really got to try to believe it. You see? Super smooth right there. Anyways, so these cubes again were Boron treated by XCuber. The SM has a really surprising feel, and so is the RS2M. And definitely these two have become much better cubes. The RS2M, once I have this tensioned properly and maybe speed it up a little bit, this could still be my backup main or even my main, if ever that's possible. This SM, I also wanted to try out how Boron treating affects Gan cubes. And so far, I'm super happy with the work that XCuber has done with these two cubes in Boron treating and setup. So if you'd like to have this service done to your cube, you can contact him at Facebook. And the most surprising thing about this is that it's just 150 pesos or $3 for Boron treating service. Let's say the cubicle offered Boron treated cubes before, and that cost like a lot more than how the cubes originally cost. But for XCuber's service, it's just about $3 or 150 pesos, and that's what really makes me so surprised about this. On a side note though, for the Boron treating, its effects are permanent on something like primary plastic, like here in the SM. Otherwise, it can last up to around 5,000 solves, if you're wondering. So that's just another 2 cents that you'd want to know also about this Boron treating. So I'd really highly recommend XCuber's Boron treating service to you all. So if you like to have your cubes Boron-treated and set up, you can find him, and I'll put the link in the description. Once again, thank you so much to XCuber for treating these two cubes, the SM and the RS2M. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep poppin', guys. Peace.